All right, guys. All right, we're gonna do 4 piles, and they're gonna be quick piles. They're not gonna be long piles. So we're gonna be 4 quick piles. All right, so this reading is going to be basically whether or not you are a light or dark feminine. What's up, y'all? Most of y'all already know what one you are, but you know, some people may be wanting to know. Everybody always wants to, like, you know, everybody wants to know, like, what's the difference? You know, how can you tell the difference? And I will say this, the way that I sum up light feminine energy versus dark, and I'm not saying it's like, I don't know, for me it's kind of simplistic, but I know everybody likes to like make things all sound nice and shit. But for me, it's basically like pick me energy or nah. Like that's usually how you can kind of tell, like how invested are you in, you know, certain things, like especially love and, you know, men. Are you male focused or are you more self focused? Those are usually the biggest indicators that I can kind of tell, you know, what type of feminine energy you're working with, because the more darker feminines, we are more focused on self, or we're more focused on money, or, you know what I'm saying? We tend to be more self-focused, okay? And you can change back and forth, you know, which energy you're more leaning into at a time. But this reading is more about who you are, like, overall. Do you lean more to the dark side, or do you lean more to this to the light side, okay? And like I said, it's really usually as simple as like pick me or not. Like, are you somebody that if somebody told you tomorrow that you would never get married and, you know, like have and be like in a perfect, you know, cookie cutter relationship or whatever, how would you handle that information? You know, that usually be the core thing. I'm not even trying to be funny, but that's just what I've kind of figured out. That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's fact. So everybody be like, oh, that's not the case. Whatever. Shit. That's mine. I can say what I want on my goddamn channel. It's Harley the Medium. Not the world the medium. Harley the Medium. So I get to say what I want. All right. What's up, y'all, in the chat? Today has been a crazy day. Non-stop day. But I managed to clean and get some stuff packed away. Throw out some things, so I feel productive, along with some of the work that I've been doing. I've been getting started on the spring specials, so you guys should be getting those in your emails. Make sure you're checking your spam, okay? And please don't bug me or rush me. I promise you I will get everybody's done. I always do. I don't need to be reminded. I'm very much aware that I have to do a special, okay? It's my job. So I be agitated when people rush me. I don't like to be rushed. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. And that's since I was a kid. I hate being rushed. My dad used to call me Granny Mom when I was younger because I would move at my own pace. You know, that was just me. And that's still me. People be like, people tell me I dress like a grandma, act like one. I'm like, I totally resonate with that. I believe you. Totally. I agree with that. Where are my index cards? Oh, there they are. All right. Okay, I don't know what these say, guys, so just we're gonna go with it and see what these say, and I'm gonna interpret them based off of what I'm feeling. Okay, so last deck, and then we're gonna get into the reading. I wanted to give people time to come on here. All right, hopefully pile 3 is the dark side. It probably is. Usually pile 3s are. Usually pile 3 is my pile, so probably will be, but I can't say. I don't know. I could totally pick these at random, okay? So there are 4 piles, even though you guys can't see all 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 piles, I promise. So I'm going to move these out the way so we can get started, because your girl got things to do, like sleep. I really like sleep these days. It's like we're good friends. I don't miss it. I get it. All right, so let's go ahead and get on pile 1. Let's see what's going on. You know, and I want y'all to know I pushed to do this reading because I was about to like just do this tomorrow. I was about to be like, you know what, F this. But I want to drop this divine feminine ritual as soon as possible. So that's why I was like, let me do this now. So the divine feminine ritual, the dark divine feminine ritual will be dropping tomorrow. If you are in the Queen of Wands group, you'll know because you'll be in the Facebook, the Queen of Wands group. You get free access to that ritual. So make sure you pay attention to the group tomorrow so you don't pay if you want to get involved. If you're in the Queen of Wands group, then you know the drill. Okay, so let's see. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Devil card. So this pile already is giving dark. Okay, engagement. We have Cancer. Okay, yeah, you guys are wolves in sheep's clothing, pile 1. Fish, yep. So you guys could be Pisces, you could be Cancers, you could be Capricorns, Aries. Definitely getting Capricorn again. So this reminds me of that pile 2 that I keep getting with that Queen of Cups energy, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. And then we have I Won't Cry For You. Okay. Yeah, so this pile is definitely dark energy, but I will tell you, you present light. Okay, so just off the rip, pile 1, you guys are dark, but you present light. So you guys are the damsel in distresses. You're the, oh my God, my nail broke. Like, I don't know how to fix my own tire. Like, can you just come and fix this? Like, I don't know how to. So you guys, this pile, I'm not going to say that y'all were raised by y'all father, but there's a strong energy of maybe you guys have found a way to navigate through life where you get men or masculine, because remember, this is a feminine reading, so this is not about the masculine. I know in this world nowadays, masculines always try to make their way into feminine spaces, but this is for feminines. Now, if you are a man and you present feminine, totally cool, but this is for feminine energy. So I will say you are a feminine who has found a way to get men to do things for you by acting like a damsel in distress. So you are like a Trojan horse, or they never saw it coming. So you're like, yeah, because you have some dark feminines who present, like Shira 7, for example. She tries to present now, especially that she's more light, right? But we know, like, deep down, she's actually presenting feminine or dainty or light to get what she wants. So you are more of a dark, but you present light because you understand that men are less intimidated by the dark feminine when it comes through the light. You guys know that men or masculine energies are more willing to do things for the feminine that seems helpless. Okay. This is definitely dope. I will say, pile 1, I'm not saying, so don't take this bad at all. This is dope energy because as a dark feminine myself, I have not mastered the ability to seem helpless. I do not know how to do that shit. People do not feel like I ever need help. People think I don't need shit. I just come off as like, I got this shit. Fuck all of you. I just have no way of, I don't know how to do it differently. So you guys have mastered the way of like the broken wrist energy. Like, no, I don't touch the trash. No, I don't. Like, what are you talking about, changing a tire? Like, I would never do something like that. Like, I can call my dad. Like, you're very much that feminine that will find someone to do that shit for you. Like, what the fuck do I look like carrying things? Okay. So you guys are wolves in sheep clothing, but definitely dark. You present light though. So you guys might be out here telling people y'all are light and y'all be that love and light, or, you know, this is like, you know, the homemaker, the wife that stays at home, but then her husband goes out and buys everything and gives everything she wants. And like, but deep down, she does spiritual work to get this done. Like, this pile does spiritual work. And if you don't, then you should tap into that. I'd be very surprised if this pile doesn't do candle work. Okay. And again, these would be the type of feminines that don't admit that, but you do it. Most likely. Okay. And if you don't do it, you should. But this is definitely like a love spell pile or sugar daddy pile. Also your voice, like this pile will put on the soft, dainty voice. Like, yes, like you guys definitely do the feminine voice with the 5th chakra. Some of you guys may even be good singers, or you have that Marilyn Monroe Santa baby, you know, that like little, like that seductive type of voice. So you guys are definitely like Marilyn Monroe, and men prefer blondes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this would definitely be Marilyn Monroe energy, because it's like Marilyn Monroe came off as like this ditzy, you know, like soft, but you know, she's like Marilyn Monroe. To me, I can see the dark feminine energy in her. I resonate with her energy a lot, but it comes off as like this light feminine energy. But most women in that time didn't like Marilyn because they knew what she was. They were like, oh no, you're a little Jezebel. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. So, you know, hey, what's up, Chrissy? So yeah, this is a dark feminine pile. It's definitely giving like Marilyn Monroe. It's definitely giving broken wrist energy. Like, I don't do any of that stuff. That's for the boys, and you guys do all my hard lifting for me. So present light, but definitely dark. Seductive voice, strong spiritual work abilities, candle work specifically, or putting people in jars, getting men to do your bidding because you come off like sweet and innocent, but you're not. And you also may hide your magic. Like, you're the type to like have your husband in a jar for 30 years or some shit, or bind it to you and he wouldn't know, or whatever. Okay, so this is a dark feminine pile. People would never know it though. Okay, so I told you guys these piles weren't going to be long and short. I mean, they weren't going to be long. They're going to be short ones because we have 4 tonight. So yeah, pile 1, you're dark feminine, but you don't present that way. People would never know. I like that. Okay, I like the Trojan horse, wolf in sheep's clothing. Never saw it coming. Just ate him up real quick. Didn't know. This is like the type that would be married for like a certain amount of time and then divorce your husband at the time. Like, let's say you have to be married for 15 years in order to get that 20 mil. And he's like, well, she's never going to leave me. And then you wait that 20, you get to that 20 year, and then you file that divorce. And you're like, yeah, thanks. It was nice doing business with you. You know, you guys are like that. So let's get into pile 2. Are you dark or light feminine? We have the King of Pentacles. So tired of seeing you again. Why are you around? All right, the 8 of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords. Okay. So far, I'm seeing light. I feel like this pile can come off ambitious, though. Pile 2, you guys can come off ambitious. But, like, I feel that this pile has a healthy way to express your masculine side. Maybe through a business or work or something. Yeah, I don't feel they stalk you on fake accounts. They stalk your socials on fake accounts. That's in reverse. So this feels light. Aquarius, yeah, definitely feels light. Gives light. The hawk, yeah, hawks fly high. They're very high. Like they're, you know, they fly high up. So this feels high vibe. All tied up. So y'all got a little bit of a kinky side to you. I will say that. Y'all are like a freak in the sheets. So this is a lady in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. Okay, that's what you guys are. You're light feminines, though. I feel like y'all have a freaky side to you. I feel like y'all do have a boss side to you. So I will say that you're not as like dainty as pile one. Pile one is definitely like not a 50-50. We're not working. Like pile two, you'll hold down a job. You actually probably out earn a lot of the masculines that you've been with. Some of you guys have been in relationships where you were like maybe financially abused, or you relied on someone financially, so you don't do that anymore. Like you won't ever do that, but you're still not hard. This doesn't feel like, because like a lot of feminists, and myself included, we go through things in life that makes us hard, like maybe having to be single mothers. Like for me, raising boys, that makes me hard. You know what I'm saying? I've became what my circumstances put me in, right? But then you have people like Pile 2, you guys are able to move past that. Some of you, maybe you are like single, you don't have any children or something like that. Very good with finances. So I feel like you have a masculine side to you. Or like you guys like numbers, or you like to be financially stable. So in some ways, people may say that you come off as like a dark feminine because they may say you're ambitious, but this is a light pile. This is like the type that people would never know that you like to get tied up, or like that you have this really freaky side to you. Yeah, this pile might have been like raised in the church, or you were raised in a way where you felt kind of restricted. Like you can't be the naughty girl. Like I would never be out there looking like that. But you may have like that side to you. You may like to like, slob down some knobs, or you might like to like be a freak from now and then, but people would never know it. Dark feminines usually embrace that, or whatever, people call them. They don't have a problem. Like Meg the Stallion, she's definitely obviously more of a dark feminine. So she's like, yeah, I'm a hoe. And so what? You know what I'm saying? You can't be seen out here like that. It's probably because of your upbringing, like your father or something like that. So this is more of a light pile. I think this is more high vibe, more of a light feminine energy. I feel like you guys want an equal balanced partnership. You're not out for dominating or controlling your masculine. Okay, so I feel very high vibe energy with this pile. I don't get, yeah, today for tomorrow. Like, yeah, I feel like you guys have like a little bit of a split personality though. Like you guys would like to have been more in your dark energy, but you get in your head about it. Like something about, like I said, this pile feels like you may have been raised by like a controlling father, or somebody who was like, don't be out here being no hoe now. Don't be out here kissing no boys. Like there's something about this pile that's like you have like patriarchal standards. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but like I said, I'm a woman who doesn't have patriarchal standards because I wasn't raised with a man. So like, I don't think like before I do stuff, I'm not like, oh, what would my dad think? I don't think like that because I didn't really have one of those. So you guys probably had some sort of male presence, or maybe you were in a marriage for a long time or something, or maybe you're married now. Maybe you are like, there's something here that restricts you from being out there like that. But I do feel like you guys have like a little bit of a hidden side to you that you haven't explored. So it's this pile, I'll say you guys are light, but I wouldn't be surprised if you could be tempted. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like if it's the right amount of Henny and the right type of decisions, y'all might be on some type of shit for the night. But y'all like, I don't want that shit to get out though. So this pile is light. I feel like, I don't want to say it's not by choice. It is by choice, but I'm just saying if there wasn't certain standards that you placed on yourself or someone placed on you, you guys would be open to exploring the other side more. Okay, so I will say this pile is more light. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Like I said, nothing wrong with being light or dark. This is completely neutral. So I would say pile 2, you're more of a light feminine. Okay, more of the high vibe. Y'all not necessarily, y'all don't put people in jars. Like you could be into spirituality, but it's more like for a high vibe reason. I don't feel like it's more for like domination and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna move into pile number 3 because that one was pretty straightforward to me. All right, so let's get into pile number 3. All right, so pile number 3, let's see what y'all got going on. Did I? Oh yeah, I did do the index card for that pile. All right, pile 3, we have the Hermit. Okay. We have the Judgment. Okay. And we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay, we're gonna see South Node. Okay. We're gonna see what this one says. The raccoon. Yeah. Okay. This pile is very, very strong. This is a very, very strong pile. This is a pile that you are an old soul, very dark feminine. You got Pluto here and you got Raccoon. Funnily enough, you have a Fucus in reverse. So a Fucus is that sign that everybody acts like doesn't exist. And it's funny that Ella said she wanted this pile because I believe she's an Fucus. So with it in reverse, I feel like you guys are definitely a dark feminine. This was a pile that was persecuted for being like a witch or like dealing with the spiritual. You were like an outcast because you were like, yeah, so this is like the witch that lives on the hill and everybody talks shit about her. Okay, so you guys are probably that way in this life. I told you guys this is my pile, so totally resonate with it. So this is a dark pile. I will say that you probably weren't, okay, this is like, like you were pushed into this. This is like a villain story. This is like you came in peace. Like, yeah, you were a dark femme and you didn't want no problems with people, but they pushed you into this. This is not something that you were naturally wanting to be like that. So like I said, some of you in past lives, like this gives hanged at the stake type of energy. You know what I'm saying? This gives I didn't see all y'all comments. This is crazy. My comments got stuck, so I didn't see it. All right. Okay. So I just wanted to catch up on y'all comments. I didn't get to see y'all comments the whole time I was doing those piles. Now I see them. Okay, so yeah. This pile is definitely more of a dark femme, but it was like you got pushed into this energy. You got pushed into this energy because people ostracized you. I will say though, you guys don't I feel like this pile, you've embraced your lonerness. I feel like you guys actually prefer to be away from people. You prefer to be a hermit. You may prefer to live places where you are away from people, or you don't like to be around people. And I feel like this pile possesses a lot of power. Like, I'm not even trying to say that because it's my pile, but a Fucus in reverse, you guys are bringing back a lot of feminine power. Like this pile, you guys are like feminine power, feminine empowerment. Like you guys empower women. You guys are when people meet you, they learn. Like you don't come into people's lives for no reason. Okay, this is like when people meet you, it's for a reason. You're about to like change their life. You're about to give them lessons, and you guys give people tough lessons because you don't care whether they're in your life or not. Okay, so this pile was most likely like middle children or children who were kind of pushed off to the side. You were the child that was okay with being alone. You either preferred it or you got pushed into being that way, bullied in school or something, to where you don't care if people are in your life or not. So you guys come and bring hard lessons. You guys are night owls or people who like to stay up at night. Like me, I like to, work at night a lot. Like I say, a lot of your dark feminine energy comes from past lives. This comes from like people like burning you at the stake or ostracizing you because of your gifts. Because it's like, it reminds me of Bruno, from, what's that damn movie? Don't talk about Bruno. No. What's that fucking Disney movie or whatever the hell it is? Pixar. I don't know, one of them damn shits. The damn movie with Bruno, when they blame Bruno for everything, but Bruno wasn't even doing nothing for real. He just had a gift and he could tell people what happened. So yeah, it's giving like that sort of energy. Encanto. That's what the fuck the movie. I'm like, I'm going to say that goddamn movie. Y'all not going to tell me I don't know what Encanto. So yes, this reminds me of Bruno from Encanto, like how his whole family ostracized him and this motherfucker was living in the wall. Yeah, like that. He loved his family. He wanted to be around them, but they pushed him to being by himself. And he was in the walls for like, what, 20 years or some shit, which was weird as fuck, but we're not even going to get into that. So yeah, you guys are like Bruno from Encanto. It's like people give you this like evil villain story, but whole time it was like they treated you like shit because you had this like really strong gift. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely a dark, like I said, yeah. People like envied you or people treated you some type of way. People may have even blamed you for stuff. Like people could have said like you wanted their husbands. Like people like blamed you for everything. People blamed you like because like this pile is so seductive with this Pluto energy. Okay, like I could go all day on this pile. It's very dark, but I'm like, that's how you know it's a dark feminine, because this is like a black hole. Like this, not in, and I don't want to say negative. Like dark is not negative. Like a lot of people associate dark. This pile, I don't feel like you're evil actually, because you can have dark feminine energy that's actually evil. And I'll tell you guys if I see some evil shit. I don't have no problem. Like pile one, I ain't gonna lie, y'all got evil energy. The reason why, and y'all gonna be mad. I'm glad pile one probably already left. Maybe y'all didn't watch it, but pile one, and people are not gonna want to pick it because I'm telling the truth. But pile one got some devious tendencies because, like I said, that nobody would ever see it coming. Like pile one is the type of shit to be putting somebody in people's food, putting shit in people's food. No, pile three, people already know that y'all are fucking. They know what they're stepping into. They know what you don't hide this. You stay away from people. It's like, oh no, you came over here and bothered me. I know I'm dark. I know I got my shit with me, but you came to me, or your spirits put me in your life because you weren't doing what the fuck you were supposed to be doing. So I'm here to teach you something. So you guys may have been blamed for, like, in past lives or even this life, you guys may have been playing, you may even been blamed for like fucking up people's relationships, or you might have a situation where, people's girlfriends get uncomfortable around you, or other women get uncomfortable with you being around their men, or you may have a lot of like, hey Barbara, this is Shirley type of energies, or that sort of thing. Like, yeah, you guys definitely are blamed. You're like the scapegoat. This is definitely a Fucus. This is the story of a Fucus. This is the story of a Fucus, because a Fucus was taken out of the zodiac because of this power. They did not want females to be able to, women to be able to tap into this darker energy, because it's a very powerful force. It makes shit move. And it also is a very independent energy. They want women to be very codependent and interdependent with men. This is a woman, this is very much Lilith, or like, I don't need your shit. I'll go be by myself. So yeah, I could go all day on this pile. It's a very deep pile, but this is definitely a dark pile. And I will be honest with you, you guys are going to be dark like for a long time. Like this is a pile that most likely will be dark like most of your life. Because of the way that people have pushed you into this energy, even in past lives, but definitely I feel this life as well. Okay. Yeah, obsession is in reverse. People may be obsessed with you secretly. Okay. People may be obsessed with you secretly. I feel like this pile definitely does spiritual work. This pile can kind of manifest anything that you want. Okay. Through spiritual work. Like I said, you guys are the shamans, or the people who are pushed aside because you are weird and you make things happen and you say things to people that you shouldn't know and all that shit, okay? We have do a blockbuster spell. So some of you guys, maybe you need to do some blockbuster work because of some things that have been sent your way. Because this energy, you will always be attacked. This is in the energy of like Jesus. I don't want to say it's like similar, but it's similar. Like Jesus was attacked because he was doing, who the fuck told you can walk on water and make 6 breads out of 1 piece of bread and shit, or whatever the fuck he did, like who the fuck told you can do that, so this is like a pile that will always be attacked by people because you're weird and, being blamed for breaking up marriages and all that shit. So you always need protection. This pile will always need protection. Okay, so this is definitely a dark pile. Very deep, very interesting pile. Okay, so we're going to move to pile 4, and then we're going to wrap this up. Wrap it up. All right. All right, I'm glad these are resonating, guys. So even if you're a light feminine, I want to make that clear, you can still participate in the dark feminine energy ritual that we're going to be doing. But I just wanted you guys to know, because some people be like, how do I know if I'm light or dark? Because some people are like, you can tap into your dark feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're light or dark. This is just helping you guys figure out who you are naturally. Like I said, you can be both. I used to be very light when I was young. I used to be very much a pick-me, like very much, oh my God, I need to be in a relationship, stuff like that. I was very much male-centered when I was younger. So like I said, I was pile 3 where I was pushed more into my dark energy. So that's what I'm saying. You can be both, and I don't want y'all to think you can't participate in the ritual just because you're light. I just want to make that clear before I get into pile 4 and get off here. Okay, so pile 4, we have the Ace of Pentacles, nice. We have the Magician, nice, okay. So we might have some men in this group. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Better credit score. Not surprised to see that with the Ace of Pentacles there. Sagittarius. That's the second time. Look at this. Look at this. 2 different decks. Now see that? Okay. So, this pile it's hard to say. You guys can be dark. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is wild. Look at that. Look at that. And y'all seen I picked these motherfucking cards up at random. I love shit like this. That is like not that's not a coincidence. Look at that. I love that shit. Okay, so we definitely got some men in this pile. That's watching this. So I feel that you guys are more dark. I'm not gonna lie, this is giving like, even though you could be a feminine, you have like a masculine side to you that needs to be brought out. I feel that you guys are ending an era in your life where you're like a light feminine. Okay, you guys are about to enter your villain era. Okay, this pile is about to tap into your dark. I would say you guys are naturally light, but you're naturally dark, but you resist it. Okay, this pile resist it. This reminds me of Harry Potter. Okay, this is like how Harry was, he was naturally supposed to be in Slytherin, but he chose to be in Gryffindor because he didn't want that stigma of being in Slytherin. Okay, so this is giving very much Harry Potter, where Harry was dark. Okay, like first of all, the whole like Harry be trying to act like he was all perfect. Harry had his shit too. But it's like you're too humble in this pile. Like your problem is you're too humble. Okay, so your dark feminine energy is going to help you accept the fact that you like attention, because that's another thing that Harry didn't like. Like he didn't like the fact that he liked attention, because even though like I be reading the books back to my kids now, I read them, read that to them every night, and I'm seeing how like when Harry went to the World Cup for the first time, the Quidditch World Cup, and he was like imagining himself like getting the glory of winning the cup. He liked that, that's why he was in Gryffindor. So you guys are like not wanting to accept the fact that you like attention. Okay, for some reason, shape, or form, this pile hides yourself. I would say that this pile is a pile that's supposed to be like acting or doing something in like the public eye. This pile also needs to accept that you guys think you're better than people. You do. You think you're better than people. You think you know more than people. You think you are supposed to be rich. Okay, that's another thing. It's like this pile was told not to care about yourself so much, or like you were told to pipe down a lot when you were a child. Okay, this is a pile that like your dreams and your confidence was broken as a child. Okay, so that's why I feel that you guys are naturally dark, but you have taken on the light persona because you felt like that was the more humble and more acceptable energy. Okay, you guys didn't want to ruffle people's feathers. You didn't want to step on people's toes, that sort of thing. So this is a naturally dark pile. I'm definitely picking up like warlock energy with this. So even if you guys aren't a man watching this, I will say that you guys are giving off like the type of person that would be with a warlock. You know what I mean? Like this reminds me of, I'm showing my age, but Phoebe when she was with Cole. Okay, so if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then you're probably too young to be on this damn page. But this is like, if you watch Charmed, and everybody that watches it, you should watch Charmed. Like, I don't know why you haven't watched Charmed, and I'm not talking about that new shit. I'm talking about the old Charmed, okay? You know what I'm saying? The three white girls, that Charmed, okay? So this reminds me of Phoebe when she was with Cole. And this is like when she accepted with like, okay, because Phoebe was resisting being with Cole, right? She was trying to be like, no, I don't want to be with the demon, even though she loved that nigga, right? She was like, no, I don't want to be with him. I'm going to be light. And then she embraced it and she became the queen of the fucking underworld and shit. So it's like that, okay? Y'all was trying to act like how Phoebe was trying to act in the beginning, but then she like, embraced that she wanted Cole, and then she was just burning up demons and shit, and she got pregnant with a demon baby. It was all that. So yeah, it's like you guys are needing to embrace the fact that y'all like the dark side, okay? And that y'all like attention. This pile might, I don't want to say that, Spirit. Okay. This pile might have narcissistic tendencies. I'm not saying that listen, you may see them as narcissistic tendencies, okay? Like, you don't want to be a narcissist. Like, maybe someone called you a narcissist and you like, oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'll never do anything for attention again because I don't want to be called a narcissist. Phoebe was definitely dark. I love Phoebe. I loved Phoebe. I realize I'm more like Piper. I found out me and Piper actually have the same birthday, which is so weird because we both have two boys and like, there's so much different shit. But anyway, so I actually resonate with Piper's energy more than I'm older, but I loved Phoebe when I was younger. And because, like Phoebe was the youngest at one point. So, and I was like the youngest, sister, so it worked. But now I definitely am not Phoebe. I'm more of Piper. But yeah, so this pile, like, you guys may have been told that getting attention was bad in some way, like getting attention, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have been told to like put your ego down. So you're naturally dark, but I'll say you guys have been walking in your light energy for most of your life, and it's been actually hurting you. Like, you've actually been taken advantage of or hurt or put in the back burner. You've been like, you know, you haven't been able to do a lot of things that you want to do because you've been walking in that light energy so long, and that's not who you naturally are. Okay. So this pile, the more you learn about your spiritual gifts and the more you start to utilize your gifts, which a lot of you guys are just naturally gifted. Like, you don't really need a lot of things outside of yourself to do magic. Like, you guys are entertaining to people. You're very charismatic. Like, you're somebody who can talk the panties or pants off of anybody for real, for real. Like, you have like a silver tongue, you know what I'm saying? So that sort of vibe. So you guys actually have a lot of gifts that you haven't tapped into. I feel like this gift, you guys are going to start tapping into this gift over the next year. Cause I feel like you guys are tired of being the nice guy. I feel like you guys are tired of, like being in your light energy because people told you that's what you had to do. Because the Six of Wands in reverse is what kind of like tells me there's a blockage with your your dark energy. There's a blockage to it. Someone told you it was bad. Some of you may come from a family of like spiritualists or like people who worked with darker energies, and like somebody older than you knew this about you and like pushed you not to be that way. They're like, no, we're not about, it's given Harry Potter. It's given Harry Potter, like how he was left on the fucking doorstep and he didn't know he was a wizard until he was like 11 or 12. It gives that sort of vibe. Like, somebody has kept your power from you or like tried to push you down because they saw how like where you could go with it. So I will say though, even though you guys are going to be stepping more into your dark energy, I don't feel like you guys are going to be evil or anything with that. I feel like you actually are going to be very high vibe, but I feel like this pile will be very bougie. Like, you'll be very selective with who you let around you. This pile definitely has celebrity vibes to you. So it's like VIP energy. Okay. Not surprised to see the frog here either. You guys need to travel. You guys are like going to be traveling a lot too. But yeah, very like bougie, lots of money. This is like classist a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you guys definitely give off a little bit of classism. Like, I don't hang out with broke people. Like, yeah, it's definitely giving like a Regina George type of vibe, you know, when you guys fully step into that. Like, and I mean, Regina George could be seen as evil, but I'm not saying it's that bad, but I'm saying like, you can't sit with us. That sort of Regina George. Like, no, ill. Like, you don't have the new Gucci. Like, bro, you're wearing like, you know, like you guys may be a little bit superficial. So you're dark feminine, and it's like you haven't explored it yet. So some of these traits may not resonate with you, but I feel like this is what you are internally. But like I said, you've been told to like push it inward. Like, don't be that way because da 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 da. Okay. So this pile is inherently dark, but you've been living in your light energy because you felt like that's what you needed to do to make people like you. Okay. So you're going to stop caring about being liked or received how you feel like you should be received, and you're going to start being in control. So you guys are about to take your power back through your dark divine feminine is going to help you take your power back over the next year. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that y'all enjoyed these. I see that you guys are resonating with these. I'm glad that y'all enjoyed them. But y'all can always watch it back. Like I said, the dark divine feminine ritual will be dropped tomorrow when I get a chance to upload it to the website. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm glad I did this tonight because I was about to just push it till tomorrow, but I'm glad I got it out the way. All right. So thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all come back, like, and comment the video when you see it. And I will talk to y'all very shortly. I'm sure we will see each other sooner rather than later. Okay. Peace. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, mods. I'll see y'all later.